couple months before COVID happened, I was doing a podcast, and someone asked me, they asked me a question, something about my biggest fears. I said, well, honestly, I've been with so many people as they're dying, through the hospital, through cancer. And I've seen people that have been abandoned by their families. So they had caused or had so much friction in their relationships that nobody wanted to be with them.
Wow.
And or they just didn't want any of them around. And but so in those last moments, we always try to create an environment, that's loving and that lets them feel loved and comfortable. And so, but I said in that interview, my biggest fear was dying in a hospital alone, where none of my loved ones were around me.
Yeah.
And then you saw what happened with COVID, and it was like that nightmare situation was, being pushed as this is what we're doing. Mm-hmm. Then you can't go to the funeral. Then you can't go to the. It's like they were separating, and they were downplaying the importance of human connection. Whereas that could be the most healing thing that there is.
Yeah. For sure.
So
that's one of the things that they've said, isn't it, about the blue zones, these people that live to a disproportionate age.
Yes.
What is the common denominator amongst them, and is human connection.
That's it.
Having the meals together, eating together, working together, communicating, and family. That was a big part of it. Actually, my good friend Tim Gray actually did a post about this today. What is the thing that could potentially push you towards death 60% more than anything else? And that was lack of human connection.
Well, yeah. And that's exactly what happened, during COVID. Don't go outside. Don't go in the sunlight. Don't get exercise.
Yeah.
All these things that we know intuitively, we know that it's good for you.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is that the liquor stores are open, fast food joints, you could go and get your fast food, or you can go and get it delivered, but the gyms are closed.
Yeah.
Like, go figure.
You talk about a giant contradiction and not reading the room of the world.
Yeah.
What do people need? And they give you the opposite. And ultimately it's people too. We have to take responsibility as society because we allowed that to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
There were some of us that were speaking out. I was speaking out. I got banned, shadow banned on all my YouTube, my Instagram, everything, because I was spreading misinformation.
Of course.
But now, a lot of the things that I was suggesting.
Yeah, and everyone's posting about it now.
Turned about right.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But you got ridiculed at the time, I'm sure.
Oh man, yeah. It was. I just wanted people to die. Those type of comments, like, I don't want anybody to die. Actually, just have a different idea behind than this craziness that we're experiencing. You were editor of bodybuilding.com. How did that start? Was that the biggest fitness site in the world for a while?